Alright, well here we are at the Slaughterhouse proposed. Southeast corner of Kensington and North Fillmore. Used to be a gas station, quite obviously. After that it was a veterinary clinic. Following that it became some sort of retail dispensary of some sort. There's cigarettes for sale signs in here, but I mean, it's your classic 1940s 1950s gas station on a pretty substantial parcel. I'm panning around now. That is Indigo across the street. W.D. Danforth used to have their industrial location here. There's an auto repair shop there. I believe that's a plumbing equipment place. Sunoco station with a a stop and shop kind of thing. But directly across the street we have houses. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses, and I'll pan in and get a view. You can walk out the front door here and see the houses. If I were living in those houses over there on North Fillmore, the ones on Kensington, I would not be pleased to have a slaughterhouse here. There's a classic old stone house over there. The brick building that you can see just beyond the stone house used to be Carpenter's Hall. It was a union hall. Now it's a church. And here is the parcel. It's got a barrier fence here, but it's a substantial piece of land. Goes back a good long way. Beyond that fencing is the 33. So there's a lot of room in here to put in cattle pens and stockyards and such sorts of things. You can see again we're looking at the back of what looks to be an old gas station. Not terribly well maintained, trees down, not horrible though, we've seen worse. Bags of trash out back here just piled haphazardly. Snow obscuring those. But a substantial parcel here, no two ways about it. It's a big piece of property. There'd be room to pen cattle in here, and sheep and goats and other things prior to slaughter. Coming around the back, and again you see the houses directly across the street. I think maybe we would want to go and talk to those people. There is some sort of other building down there. You can actually hear the traffic on the 33. I'll walk over to the edge of the property here. I just can start to see the cars on the 33. 33 is down in the ditch here. And I'm not sure how much of this is owned on this property, but there I think you can pretty clearly see. And here we are looking at the back of the building. And there's a white Ford over there. And over here, we're electing Brian Gould sheriff. I don't know if you can see that, but Brian Gould apparently is still running for sheriff in the back of this property. So we've got a touch of Americana here. I don't know if this is all the same parcel or not. I'll have to look at the map, but it looks like there's a large parking lot or something here, or a swimming pool or something. It's snowed last night. It looks like a large area of asphalt. Oh, that's Mary's Little Lamb's preschool childcare. So it'll be very pleasant for the children to be this far away from a slaughterhouse. And it'll give them a touch of reality. They'll understand where meat comes from. Close proximity, you can see it in the background. The large building is Burgard High School. Should become more visible in a moment here. The big yellow brick building in the background is Burgard. Good to have a daycare right next to the slaughter yard.
Downwind.
And downwind of the slaughter yard. Good point. The slaughterhouse. You think we can find anybody home across the street? I wonder if the people across the street know that they, let's go knock on a door. There's a hello winter sign on this house. I guess I should go to the front door as opposed to the back. And I think I will stop video.
We'll play music.
Oh yeah, that's
They're
just
very predatory in terms of...
Well, it's fake too. There's really no organization. They harass you and send you nasty letters.
Yep.
But basically they don't do anything. And I don't know if any of that money ever gets to the artists. They supposedly, represent all the artists.
Yep.
All right, now we're driving out, going down Kensington Avenue. We're going to do a little neighborhood video here. So we're going east on Kensington Avenue. Here are the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 houses that are here. I'm going to pull over to the side and let this nice person get by me. This is Mary's Little Lamb's daycare. It certainly appears to be an active facility. It's substantial. Don't really know. There is a church over on the next street over. More houses here. That's Burgard, and this is close proximity here. This street, which we are now cutting down, is a little diagonal back to Fillmore. Whoops, no we're not, because it's a one-way do not enter. So we'll come and do this the other way. I don't want to be videoing myself breaking the law. But anyhow, whatever this little side street is, it doesn't seem to have a sign here.
And I said there was no left turn sign on the street, so you have to turn in.
Yeah, you really can't. I didn't see a one way. I didn't see a one-way sign.
You have to go one way. Yeah.
But I mean, you can see that there are residences here. The lady on the corner. I knocked on her door and talked to her, and she had no idea that there was going to be a slaughterhouse next to her, across the street from her. This is a Sunoco station with a little stop and shop, and they had no idea that there was going to be a slaughterhouse here. We're now going to turn onto Fillmore and go north. My guess is we'll get the same response just about everywhere here, that in fact there's No one here knows what's going on. Verdun, is that what that street is? Hard to read, there's snow all over it.
Yep, we're done.
So there's houses on both sides, and this seems to be a nice little neighborhood street. I've certainly lived in worse neighborhoods than this. And there's a few houses missing here, but for the most part it looks like the original architecture and structure here. Hold on, I'm going to ask this man here. Sir, are you aware that there's a proposal to put a slaughterhouse across the street? Yeah. There's something on a Common Council committee agenda for Tuesday to get a special use permit to put a slaughterhouse in that old gas station that used to be a vet clinic, and I don't know what it was, but it's empty now. But they want to put a slaughterhouse there. All right, well, I guess we'll try to inform the neighborhood. Thank you. Have a good day.
I can't see who you're talking to.
What? The guy standing on the porch roof there.
On the roof?
Well, you know, it's the second floor. He walked out onto the porch. I
think I know why they don't know.
Should I go left or right here?
Right.
Let's go up Fillmore a little bit more.
My phone's dead, but
And you have an iPhone?
it's
And you can't plug it in because they're not standard, you know.
But if the sign that we see here is pretty much what would be posted on the notice, does it even mention Slaughterhouse?
Well, that's a good question. Let's video the sign. I didn't look at it. Good catch, Larry. What does this sign ID? Okay, we're pulling back onto the property now, and we're going to look at the content of the signage. And granted, you've got to work pretty hard,
Yep,
but it
that's
says
what I thought. Industrial light use.
special use permit.
Industrial light. Who would find?
Industrial light use doesn't say slaughterhouse. That's preposterous. That's just it. This is ridiculous. We've got to have a good big picture.
You want to go back and interview everyone down? Do you know there's going to be light industrial use?
No, do you know there's going to be light industrial use? Let's get a good look at this. This signage obviously is preposterously inadequate. Look at that. Light industrial use. I mean, it sounds like there's going to be a bobby pin factory here. How would anybody know there's going to be a slaughterhouse? Now, this is just absolutely ridiculous. Okay, now we're dragging ourselves out of here and going back up.
I think Indigo's a nightclub, if I recall.
I don't know. I have no idea. Wasn't there a roller rink or something once upon a time?
It's been Indigo for some time. It's still running.
But it's a roller rink?
I think it was a roller rink. Yeah, that would make sense.
So it's a former roller rink.
Yeah. It might even be a former nightclub. Performance venue or pattern.
What is a nightclub anyhow? It's a club you go to at night?
That sounds pretty
I've
good.
led a very, very sheltered life, you know. I've been kind of like busy trying to make a living and stuff. All right, we're going to take a little run up Kensington here, just to give you an idea. I mean, you know, this is a residential retail type neighborhood here. There's Verdun we passed again. And you know, there's some of the housing is spotty here, but obviously humans still inhabit this area. Here's the Golden Nugget. People who go to political events are aware of that. So, you know, I'm going to kill it. Okay, we're just down the street at 2106 Fillmore, and they have halal food here. Isn't that amazing? So it isn't like you can't get halal meats in the neighborhood. You can get them right down the street. And the area that we're in is the turf of some block club. Which is it? Again, we're coming down past a street. I've come through here many a time because
Slow down, you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it. Okay.
I'm going to miss it. Well,
That's
tell me.
Gessel Street.
Gessel Street Block Club is here. They work tirelessly to keep their neighborhoods safe and clean. And I wonder
There's a gentleman there.
if they know there's going to be a slaughterhouse down here.
Ask him about the light industrial. We got a crowd of people there. You know I want to be on camera.
Excuse me, sir. Are you aware that there's a proposal to put a slaughterhouse back there at the corner of Bailey and, Fillmore and Kensington? You know, the old gas station was a vet clinic for a while. They're proposing to put a slaughterhouse in. Yeah, no one seems to know much about it. There's a sign out there. It's a special use permit, but it says it's for light industrial use, and it doesn't tell you that it's going to be a slaughterhouse. All right, very good. It's on a Common Council. What is it? Legislative committee meeting. Legislative committee meeting on Tuesday to review special permit request. I have a feeling a lot of people wouldn't like it if they knew about it. All right, well, thank you. Appreciate it. Let the people know if you can.
Thank you.
Larry, I'll decide whether he's going to be on camera or not. Don't get in my way of, you're suppressing my First Amendment rights. Who the hell do you think you are? Jeremy Zellner? Huh? Is the guy standing out in public? Did he run away? I'm going to kill it now. I think we got